Walking past Dirty South in the Jeep on 40s. We are making some progress. We've got 2 batteries for the truck. We're getting somewhere. But today we are going to do a short video on all the updates that we have finally decided for this guy. We'll start at the rear and get to the really important stuff right up there here in just a second. Anyway, so we've decided we are removing this and we're going to put an excursion tank right here, which that will make it to where possibly the air dog system will move all the way from up there, if you can see it, to back here somewhere to where it's right there with the tank. So nothing crazy there. Move on up into the cab. So the fuse box has moved over from this side to over here. Once again, nothing crazy, but this is where the edge tuner will sit. A great part though is we have decided that we're going to take the stock one and wait. All right, so here we go. All right, so there's the 04 gauge without the internals, and then as you can tell, here's the internals. There we go, of the 72. So all we're gonna do with this is go ahead and combine the other parts that you don't see here and make it all look really nice and neat to where we have all the gauges in here. And this 04 one had the boost gauge and everything in it, so I'll have the turbo. Oh, there's the air dog. So it was moving from right there to possibly further back. We've got the rear drive shaft now, and moving into the really good important stuff. Here, I'll actually have to go ahead and set up the GoPro on a stand so I can point all this stuff out to you. Just a little recap from the last video. Remember, we were using a 5.9 inner core right here because, yeah, that's all it is. It's not plastic like my 601 that is sitting in the bed of the truck. But anyway, so we are going to mount it right here to where he's going to have to go ahead and cut up on the grill some to make everything fit. But there is a new way to do it, and if you all want to do this whatsoever, this is where you need to go with it. Well, personal opinion, obviously, and I'm not a master mechanic. But I did have a guy that is a very good mechanic explain this to me. So these fans right here are prone to failing is what the word on the street is. And you just see how much room this takes up. It takes up so much room. So anyways, we're going to take this fan off, get rid of it, save that, what, 7-8 inches worth of room right there, and then go ahead and put electric fans in, which will be able to move the radiator back all the way to back here, and then we'll be able to slip the inner core in right here behind the railing to where we don't have to modify anything. And then as soon as you do that, the best part is how we was thinking about all this different piping and have to cut holes through here to get the inner core piping over to the inner core. Not gonna have to do that anymore. Just be able to shorten up the 6.0 stock inner piping cooling and be able to just run it straight there, straight over. All you gotta do is shorten it up a little bit because it'll almost be sitting exactly where the 6.0 inner core normally sits, just a little bit closer to the engine, and that's all there is to it. That was the biggest part. That is the biggest massive part. And then yep, we haven't finished enough of this little cluster over here to be able to really show anything good and details on that. But that is a good quick short 4 or 5 minute video on what's going on with this guy, and it will be going to a new shop finally this upcoming weekend. They're playing water guns. Hopefully they don't hit us with it, but this upcoming weekend is going to a new shop. We'll go ahead and show that, the shop, and all the great things that they're going to do, because it looks great sitting here, you know, as a red, white, and blue pure America truck here in the side driveway. But we need to get this finished, get it on the road, and really break this thing in. As we see them all playing with the water guns, just for the final ending, as we are about to get out of here, I just randomly named this thing Dirty South, I think about 3 days ago. My wife doesn't like the name, of course, but it brings back old times for a buddy of mine that had a car kind of similar to this, randomly bought for like $2,000, his beat around town truck, so he didn't have to drive his big old dually everywhere. It was just as a joke, but it was sitting on like 24s, and the person before him called it Dirty South. So just out of memory of that and that good old bull rider cowboy, here you go, Dirty South. But anyways, as soon as the truck on the other side of the wall is done, boom, this guy's going 6.0 Powerstroke, so make sure to stay tuned for that. But anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, and I hope it actually helps someone, because I've had a lot of questions about the engine setup on this truck and how we're gonna do it. Granted, hopefully next week it'll be done and we'll be able to really show exactly how everything happened. But I hope you all enjoyed the video. If you did, please give it a big thumbs up. Stopping by for the first time, please subscribe. You all have a great day.